So tonight, since no one wants to speak at this time, we'll go ahead and go business for City Council. Sutter Butte Flood Control Executive Mike will be presenting to Councilmember John Buckland and Stan Cleveland at this time. You want to find a way up to the podium?
Thank you, members of the council. And again, my name is Mike Inamina. I'm the executive director of the Sutter Butte Flood Control Agency. On behalf of the agency board of directors and staff of the agency, I want to thank John and Stan for their tremendous service over these past several years. I've had the pleasure of working for you. John, I have learned so much about local government from you. You have been that politician who has never allowed politics to get in the way of doing the right thing. And for that, I thank you. Stan, I've known you, you may not know this, but I've known you for quite a long time, actually before I served with the agency 7 years ago. You've been always just the stalwart champion for strong flood control in the region and elsewhere throughout the Central Valley. Your guidance and leadership has contributed to many of our successes at the agency, so thank you, Stan. So on behalf of the agency, thanks so much, John Buckland, Stan Cleveland. I have no doubt that you will continue to serve, and I look forward to serving with you in whatever capacity our paths may cross. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. And so we have a couple of farewell presentations tonight. So I will be presenting to Councilmember Buckland as well as Councilmember Stan Cleveland. Try that. All right, John. You know the routine, right?
Yeah, I think so. We might have done this once or twice.
Once or twice, right? Okay. I'm going to hand you these as I read off of this. So John Buckland retired in 2010 from the Yuba City Police Department after 31 years, immediately elected to City Council, where he further dedicated himself to the community honorably and with great distinction. John served as the Yuba City Council member from 2010 through tonight, 2018, and served as mayor twice. Examples of John's focus for Yuba City include public safety, ensured strong and well-staffed fire and police departments by approving grants and new hiring strategies, approved the expansion of police department facility, purchased new fire vehicles and fire safety equipment as a longtime member of the board of directors of the Sutter Butte Flood Control Agency, just like Mike had just presented. John has worked to ensure that our levees are safe and secure. Infrastructure. John represented the city of Yuba City on the Sacramento Area Council of Governments for the last 8 years. That consistency was really important to us. Through the leadership and the advocacy, Yuba City was able to secure $71 million in grant funding for the 5th Street Bridge construction project. Fiscal stability. The city and nation were still feeling the effects of the Great Recession in 2010 when John became a council member. Through the city's council, with the finance leadership and positive guidance, along with concessions by city employees, Yuba City was able to withstand the Great Recession, upholding all of our finance stability, maintaining critical services and public facilities through some very challenging financial times. As a council member, John received many complaints over the years about our youth not having enough to do in Yuba City. So he put his money where his mouth is by investing in the community and opening the Millennium Kart Racing Event Center, thereby providing additional recreation and social amenities within the city. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Preet Didball, Mayor of the City of Yuba City, do hereby commend the Honorable Mr. John Buckland for his commitment and outstanding performance as a council member and mayor of the City of Yuba City. I hereby urge that our residents join us in recognizing John for his countless contributions to our community and wish him all the best in the future.
That's beyond awesome. But I have a few words, if you all would just indulge me. I'm going to go back and sit down. It's only about 15 words, but I'd rather speak them from that microphone, if I may do so, Mayor. All right, so it's a few more than 15 words.
Yes.
It's been my distinct honor to serve the citizens of Yuba City for the past 39 years. 31 years in the police department, 8 years on the City of Yuba City Council. When I arrived on the council, the city was in deficit spending and employees were on 10% furloughs. Things didn't get immediately better as we continued to experience revenue declines for the next 6 quarters. This recession caused a number of cities in California to reach insolvent positions. Yuba City staff across the board led the charge to reverse the trend. Spending was slashed, economic development began to emerge, helping to elevate revenues, allowing the city to achieve a balanced budget by 2015. This included the establishment of a 16% reserve fund. And by 2017, the city emerged from 10 years of economic challenges to a surplus budget. This was made possible by the policy of this council and the excellent, and I mean excellent, performance of the staff and leadership by Mr. Stephen Krager. My service on the council incorporates 214 regular council meetings and special workshops. In addition, I served on various boards and commissions, attending 356 meetings. Those were for the Regional Waste Management Authority, Yuba Sutter Transit Authority, Yuba Sutter Homeless Consortium, Sutter Butte Flood Control Agency, Sutter Animal Services Authority, Yuba City Unified Schools Liaison, Yuba City Redevelopment Board, Yuba City Redevelopment Oversight Committee, Sacramento Area Council of Governments, which included the SACOG Government Relations and Public Affairs Committee, SACOG Executive Board, the SACOG Shared Services Board, the SACOG representative on the California Council of Governments, and as a local government liaison. These 570 meetings consumed nearly 4,000 hours. Serving twice as mayor, I'm especially proud of 2 significant achievements. The first is the Sutter Animal Services Authority and the construction of a state-of-art facility. This project languished for years, uncertain of its future. This project advanced with sure determination and skillful negotiations to provide programs and to care for our furry friends. Second is bringing to an end a prolonged teacher strike. I brought the 2 sides together on day 3 of a strike to produce the framework for a final resolution to end that strike. This contract is still in place today. Meetings with various citizens and groups were the highlight of my time on the council. I had 1,543 meetings, mostly one-on-one, to discuss topics ranging from alcohol beverage control to our wastewater treatment plant. I enjoyed the 1,375 hours listening to the perspectives presented, incorporating much of the content into my thought process. Representing the city of Yuba City on the national and international stage on topics such as agricultural production, value-added ag products, community enhancement projects, public safety, levee projects, transportation, and cultural enrichment with our Torre, Japan sister city relationship will continue to improve the quality of life in Yuba City. Yuba City is part of a larger community, attending various parades, cultural celebrations, and dinners as a representative of the city certainly ranks high on my list, merging fun with accomplishments together. Activities on the council consumed in excess of 9,860 hours that I consider to be a community investment. This time was made possible with the support of my wife, Tricia, my daughters, Lauren and Nikki, and my son, Nathan. And I don't believe it would have been as easy without the support of our friends. Investment time paves a path of continuity of projects, much like the Twin Cities Memorial Bridge Replacement Project that started as a community vision carried by our mayor, Bob Barkhouse, who's in the very back row. Many years ago, he had this vision. Funding for the construction through SACOG came through this council and continues today and will complete in the year 2020. Many projects lay in front of us. The federal levee work south of town for the safety of the southern parts of our city. The Bridge Street Corridor phases 4 and 5, which brings promise of $40 million in new projects to include a new downtown hotel. The Marriott Hotel project at 99 and 20. The 99 and 20 interchange project that was advanced by this council with planning. The homeless housing at 1965 Live Oak Boulevard, and our offer of assistance to the County of Sutter County to advance that project. Transitional housing complex that can be located in the south end of Yuba City is certainly a possibility. And one of my greatest achievements following the Oroville crisis was the development of the dynamic catastrophic evacuation model that we have prepared through SACOG to use the robust systems at that location to power that model to allow for greater response and dynamic response during a crisis. I congratulate the incoming board for their desire to serve this city. I wish each member success in elevating Yuba City and challenge them to collectively exceed the Milken benchmark of being the 7th best performing small city in America. As for my service to this great city and the Yuba Sutter community, my contribution does not end tonight. And I want to thank each and every person in this community for allowing me to serve you now and into the future. Thank you.
Getting all sorts of Kleenexes and tissue.